Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are healthy and hearty. Welcome back to NIEBS Homeschool. This is Fatema Sabrin, Shikha, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take home science class for the students of class 8 on the topic of chapter 4, lesson 1 to 4. I am repeating, today our topic is chapter 4, lesson 1 to 4. Students, this is our second lecture. I'm repeating, this is our second lecture. For today's class, take your home science book. We are going to read the text. So let's read. Chapter 4, name adolescence. Lesson 1, changes in adolescence. Children aged from 10 to 11 to 18 to 19 is called the age of adolescence. So what is the duration or period of adolescence? 10 to 11 to 18 to 19 is the period of adolescence. Adolescence is the time for a rapid change. The important physical changes include changes in height, weight, including different sexual changes. Sexual change is a development change, no doubt. If we don't have proper idea about the type and cause of this change, it may create a complicated situation or make our mind anxious. Through these changes, the child becomes a grown-up adult. Complicated situation may arise without any knowledge about its nature and causes. That is why adolescence is called the age of storm and stress. Now, what is the necessity of knowledge about the causes of adolescent changes? With the knowledge of the physical and mental changes of the stage, we can have mental preparation, can accept the changes easily without any fear or anxiety, can prepare younger siblings of the family ahead of time, can advise any children about changes, can protect themselves from unexpected situation, can have friendly discussion with adults, can be able to adjust with family and society easily. So, as you are the students of class 8, you are going to the time of puberty or adolescence. So, you are passing the time. So, you can discuss all this with your adults, with your family members, and if you know all this properly, you can help your siblings, younger siblings, and you can protect them from any unexpected situation. The ages from 10 to 11 to 18 or 19 is called the age of adolescence. I'm repeating, the ages from 10 or 11 to 18 or 19 is called the age of adolescence. This is first half time, that is the age 10 or 11 to 14 or 15 is more important. During this time, the size and shape of body change. The change is height, weight, and other organs takes the form of an adult. Sexual change starts at this age. So when we go through this time, that means in the time of adolescence, we go through some changes, height, weight, and other organs changes, and we have some physical and mental changes also. Some of the adolescents mature early before age. They are called early mature. So when children are mature before age, it is called early mature. Those who start a bit later are known as late mature. These changes depend on generic factor, weather and food habit. Now come to page number 30. We'll learn about lesson 2, causes of adolescence changes. There may be some questions about the causes of the sudden changes of human body. Everybody should know that some chemical substances are responsible for these changes, which are called hormones. So here the question is for which the changes happen in the time of adolescence, and the answer is hormones. For hormones, these changes are happen. What is hormone? Human body processes some endocrine glands. These glands consist of a group of cells and secret chemical substances. These chemical substances are produced during normal psychological process and goes to blood directly for circulation in different parts of the body. The hormones make important changes and controls different functions of the body. These high-powered biochemical substances are hormones. Lesser excess secretion of hormone hampers developmental process. Growth hormone controls physical development. Children become tall with good bones for this secretion, but after some time the secretion of growth hormone stops and human growth seizes up. So why human grows up in height? Because of this hormone, and when the growing of hormone stops, human can't be long or can't grow up in height. The pituitary gland is situated under the brain. It secretes gonadotrophic hormone in adolescence, for which boys secrete testosterone for creating sperm. Testosterone is responsible for different male changes with secondary sexual characteristics. Secretion of gonadotrophic hormone is in female ensures the maturity of ovaries. This hormone is responsible for physical and mental changes of female, including menstruation. So here you can see the picture of position of endocrine gland. So here look, pituitary gland, which is situated under the brain. You can see here pituitary gland. Next is thyroid gland. Here is the thyroid gland, and here look, adrenal gland, and below here is ovary, that means the female part, and here testis, that means the part of male. Now come to page number 31. Here you can see the box, and inside the box we find the name of gland, then hormone and activities. First, pituitary gland, and hormone is gonadotrophic, controls development and maturity of reproductive glands, secretion and their function. So pituitary gland, the activities is this. And next, testis. The hormone is testosterone, helps in the development of male genitalia, secondary sexual characters and in sperm formation. Last, ovary. Hormone is estrogen, helps in the development of female characteristics and other sexual change during puberty and controls menstrual cycle, that means menstruation. As long as the body remains like a child, they do not have any attractions toward opposite sex. But with the beginning of the secondary sex characteristics, they have that feeling. You are now adolescent, boy or girl. Many questions arise in your mind regarding the changes of this age. Those who can express their tension, anxiety and question to dependable one shows less disturbed behavior. So from this you can know which changes happen in the time of adolescence and how this happens with human body. Next, lesson 3, adolescent adjustment with the family. During adolescence, relationship with the family, including parents, changes a lot. Most of the time, it becomes worse. In such cases, both parties can be responsible. Therefore, knowledge of problems comes first before knowing adjustment technique. First one is mentally difference. Gulf of difference exists between the mentality of parents and adolescents. Social change with age difference is the main reason for this difference. In most of the cases, adolescents think that parents are unfit for their generation and thus they disobey their parents' command. So this is not good, because in this time or this age, child used to misbehave with their parents. They think that their parents are old, they are not cope up with their generation. Next point, family restriction. Adolescents like freedom. Adults' interference becomes intolerable to them and they protest against the rules and regulations set by their family. A lot of bad feelings leads to mental agitation. Next, sex-wise behavior. In childhood, there was no difference between boy and girl. But after growth, girls are given pressure to behave like a girl. This situation is painful for them. Restriction is in movement, objection in mixing with opposite sex create problems. So when we are a girl, our parents or family tells us to behave like a girl. We can't mix with boys. But when we are a child, there is no difference between a boy and girl. But family pressures are to behave as a girl. Now come to page number 32. Losing interest in following responsibilities. More calories are spent in adolescence due to physical changes, work reluctance, boredom in work may create monotony and fatigue in studies. Parents pressurize their adolescents to be attentive in studies. This creates distance between parents and children. Next point, economic need. This age demands outing with friends. They need clothing and appropriate materials for education. Adolescents become unhappy when their needs are not satisfied for economic insolvency. So in this age, children want to go out with friends, wants to travel, but due to economic insolvency, they can't afford. So they behave in a negative way with their parents. Next point, relationship with parents, difference of opinion and absence of good relationship between parents create unhappiness among children. There is no denying of the fact that all parents love their children. It is to be remembered that restriction is imposed for the welfare of the children. Children should always express their demands clearly. They should discuss their need for books, educational materials, and others with parents. In case of any difficulty in carrying family responsibilities, friendly discussion can remove complications. You can never know that you can play a very special role in removing parental difference of opinion. There is no hard and fast rule. Use your own intellect to find out the solution. So while as a member, you can take part in your family problem and you can use your intellect to find out the solution of your family problem. The greatest resource of all human being is knowledge, intellect, and ability to work. These are essential for adjustment throughout life, and adolescence is the best time to acquire skill. Remember, you all have to stand by yourselves, and for this, the following points are very important. So the rules are, or the points are, parents and family members should be properly honored and loved, should be more attentive in preparing lessons, carrying out the responsibilities of parents. Unnecessary expenditures should be avoided. Open discussion with parents and siblings can solve any problem whatsoever. So if you follow all these rules and instructions, you can make a good relationship with your parents, with your family. Now come to page number 33. Here we'll learn about lesson 3, social adjustment in adolescence. In adolescence, more time is spent in school and with peer groups. School adjustments. Do you ever think how much time you spend in school? You spend more than 1,000 hours in one class in a year. Positive school adjustment can help adjustment in later life. Moreover, it is also leads to future success in life. 12 years old, Mahiyat is starting his new school after his father's transfer. He has many questions about friends, teachers, and others in his mind. These questions lead to the topic of adjustment, which means adjustment with lessons, teachers, class friends, class routine, and others. Teachers like sober, obedient, and attentive students. They praise them with inspiration. The indisciplined and unruly students are not liked by them. They praise the encouragement, give incentives which bring success. The following points need to be remembered. I'm reading these points. Attentive listening to teacher's lessons. Any unclear subjects need to be cleared from the teacher. Spontaneous answering of questions, completing classwork and homework timely. taking the self-responsibility in group work and carrying it out properly, obeying school rules, regular school attendance except sickness. So try to keep these points in your mind. Next, adjustment with classmates and peer groups. We all should know the causes of popularity and unpopularity of adolescents. In order to be popular among the peer groups, some tips need to be remembered. Next, page number 34. Here you can see the picture. You can see the chart, popular children, and here divided in 4. Prepares regular lesson, keeps friendly relationship with groups, cooperation with everybody, try to solve any problems constructively. So these are done by popular children, and the child who do all this are loved by all. Everybody rejects the aggressive child, and the child who is uncooperative creates problems. One of the best ways to become popular is to participate in the extracurricular activities like games, recitation, music, acting, debate, and science fair. Moreover, good relationship with neighbors and relatives is also an important responsibility of the adolescents. Good relationship can also be maintained by regular contact, exchange of greetings, and helping others in distress. Students, today we have learned about the time of adolescence. So in this time there are some changes, physical, mental, moral, and emotional. So all these are happening with us is natural. These things are happened with our ancestors, with our father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. That means these are natural. Don't think that something odd is happening you. So that's for today. Hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practicing at home and abide by your parents. Stay well and see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamualaikum.